Other fun fact about Bo is he loves to piss himself. He calls it getting the warmies.
Ash and Zach are super smart. They went to college and learned a bunch of stuff. And Bo and Andrew didn't go to college because that's just the way life goes sometimes. What happens when you put them together and you try to make them learn? Grab your friends, let's listen together on Get Dumped On an Info Dump Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Get Dumped On, an Info Dump podcast. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome. This is the podcast where four idiots get together and one person talks about we are all idiots. Let's not pretend. And where one of us talks about what thing is occupying our consciousness that week. We have a lot of different things that we talk about. We learn a lot of stuff. We have a lot of fun. I am joined, as always, with Andrew. Andrew, would you like to say hello to the people today?
I'm an idiot. Hi.
And then there's Bo.
Hey, why'd you call my nephew an idiot?
Oh my God, he's back. Kill him.
You're supposed to leave after
Sounds
the
like he's
Thanksgiving
gonna kill
episode.
himself. I think that this guy's got some pretty chronic hypertension.
He's going to get taken out by just his own blood pressure in a few minutes here.
Well,
if you missed the last episode, Uncle Bew is a new character on the show.
Yeah.
And he's leaving right now forever. Goodbye,
We'll
Bew.
see how long he lasts.
Going on the pasture. He's going to go live with the other characters that have died on this show.
And dumping on us today is the wonderful, the lovable, the handsome, the smart, the love of my life, Zachary.
I was gonna say you already introduced me, but okay.
Yeah, once you said handsome, I was like, wait, Bo's doing this episode? But
Anyway, time to get dumped on, motherfuckers. I'm your host.
Hi, Zachary. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What are you gonna dump on us today about?
I am going to take us through a tour of some of my favorite weird lists on
3-hour
Wikipedia.
tour?
Hopefully much less than
Call him
3 hours.
Gilligan because we're going on a tour.
Yeah.
With Ash again and Zachy Poo, the Bo, and he loves half his kids. And Drew's here.
And he's got
the old prospector showed up. And
Oh my God, the old prospector! I haven't seen you in forever.
Hey, you ever thought I was dead, but I was just stuck in a mine.
Old prospector. I got a friend you can meet.
Oh look, the prospector and Uncle Bew are walking away together.
Hey, old prospector will never
All right,
leave. Don't you dare.
Tell us what we're doing today.
Racist uncle's always here. He's racist, by the way.
All right, so we're going to be going through a list. Fuck me, dude. I cannot. I'm having trouble with my sentences today. It's an issue. But we're going to be going through.
I think you're having a stroke.
I think I'm having a. No, maybe.
My uncle's a doctor. Do you need help?
I can feel both. I can feel both sides of my face. So I think that's a good.
Hold both of your arms out in front of your body and make sure that you can keep them level.
Is that a way to tell him I have a stroke? Yep. Oh, fuck yeah.
I thought that was a DUI test.
All right, so I love Wikipedia. I'm a big fan of Wikipedia. Don't cite it in your papers, but do cite the sources that it cites.
That's what
why can't we cite it on papers? Honestly, again, someone didn't go to college. I was under the assumption that Wikipedia was put in there by smart people.
All right, let me tell you about what sources are, okay? So a primary source is something that's written down by somebody who experienced an event. A secondary source is somebody writing about that primary source. A tertiary source is something that combines all of these sources together into like an article. And so basically the further you get from that primary source, the less like legitimate that source becomes. Wikipedia,
it's like a telephone.
Wikipedia is a tertiary source, and in fact, any encyclopedia is not something that you should be citing in a paper, specifically because it's a tertiary source. However,
that's why I don't trust books.
Wikipedia is great because it cites its own primary and secondary sources. So don't cite Wikipedia, just look at the stuff that Wikipedia
Scroll
is
down to the bottom of the page
instead.
and look at where things are being cited and then cite those.
Yeah, I have a master's degree and half of a half of a doctorate, and I would be lying if I didn't say that I did not heavily reference Wikipedia when I was writing my master's thesis, but I used that to remember things that were common knowledge in my field, and then if I needed to cite something, I would go to what Wikipedia cited. It's just, that's what you do. I just burped a little. And people are always like, oh, you can say whatever you want on Wikipedia. But if you've ever tried to do like a joke edit on Wikipedia and you see how quickly that shit gets reversed, it's kind of astonishing. And so a lot of Wikipedia has this kind of reputation for just being full of false information, but it really isn't. It's pretty great. And it's really one of the most just phenomenal and astonishing and greatest things on the internet, and I love it. And
also,
much.
You can not just take everything at face value. You can actually look at the sources that are being cited on Wikipedia and decide if you think that they are legitimate. Are they coming from legitimate organizations? Do they seem like they would make sense for the topic that's being talked about? And on Wikipedia, usually the answer is yes, but you can always verify for yourself.
Mm-hmm. One of the great things about Wikipedia too is that everything is kind of categorized, and when you look at a page, you can go into other pages. You can play the old Wikipedia game where you try and see how many times you click a link to take you to from whatever you landed on to Adolf Hitler, right?
What?
Yeah, you never heard that?
It's like the 6 Degrees of Separation with Kevin Bacon game, but instead it's like you click a random page and then you try and see how many clicks it takes to get to the article for Adolf Hitler.
Okay, I'm looking at a random Wiki roulette. Here we go. Boom.
What'd you get?
All right, here's a soccer player. Norwegian soccer player. How am I going to get to
I want to play two.
Easy. Norway was part of World War II. Just click on their history. Just click on Norway, go to history, and then boom, you're like probably 4 clicks away.
Okay. I'm at his home of Levanger, Norway. Okay. Where's the war? All right, you keep going. I'm going to find Hitler.
Okay. So
he's in here somewhere.
Part of the great thing about Wikipedia is that it has a lot of lists, and these lists will compile a lot of articles together, so you can find a fun list and use that to learn a lot about some random topic. And then there's also the article that's lists of lists, and then there's the article that's lists of lists of lists, which is really a really fun way to spend an afternoon if you want. And so using the list of lists page and like our Wikipedia subreddit and all kinds of just random things, I've compiled a window with a bunch of tabs that have some of the best lists that I have found, and I've highlighted some pretty fun thing. So do you want to start with the list of inventors killed by their own invention, or the list of unusual deaths?
Inventors killed by their own invention.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like unusual deaths is like a crescendo. So yeah, let's start with the other one.
All right. So I've highlighted some of the best ones here.
Andrew, did you find Hitler yet?
Oh no, I was listening. I should stop listening. I'm working on it.
Sylvester H. Roper, 1823 to 1896, inventor of the Roper steam velocipede, which is kind of like a precursor to the car. Died of a heart attack or subsequent crash during a public speed trial in 1896. It is unknown whether the crash caused the heart attack or the heart attack caused the crash.
Whoa. So he wasn't really killed by his invention, just in it.
Yeah, and he was, I looked up for more details, he was going 40 miles per hour at the time, which in 1896 would have been ungodly speeds.
That's pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Henry Winstanley, 1644 to 1703, designed and built the world's first offshore lighthouse on the Eddystone Rocks in Devon, England, between 1696 and 1698. Boasting of the safety of his invention, he expressed a desire to shelter inside it, quote, during the greatest storm there ever was, unquote. During the Great Storm of 1703, the lighthouse was completely destroyed with Winstanley and 5 other men inside. No trace of them was found.
Yikes.
So that's a fun one.
Where'd he go?
Wow.
There was a guy named Alexander Bogdanov, who was one of the pioneers of blood transfusion. He got really into blood transfusion, and he tried to rejuvenate his own aging body by infusing himself with blood from a 21-year-old student. And
did he steal somebody's blood?
He died from acute hemolytic transfusion reaction, which is what happens when you have the wrong kind of blood transfused into you.
Oh.
So that's fun.
If you steal someone else's blood, the number one rule, don't put it in your own body.
Mm-hmm.
You can drink it, but like...
Now there's
real
one.
quick, I found Hitler. But
How many clicks?
Do you know how
it
many clicks it took you?
4.
Yeah, see, I told you 4.
Yeah, so click the Norwegian soccer guy. So the Norway link wasn't clickable on his name, but his town was. So I clicked his town and then clicked Norway and then clicked the World War and then I got to Hitler.
Nice.
So really it's 5.
4 clicks. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. The soccer guy wasn't the first click.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 clicks to Hitler. I got him. He's right here. He's looking at me. Fucking asshole. Like a stupid mustache. Idiot.
So have you ever heard of a guy named Thomas Midgley Jr.? He was also an idiot.
He lives down the street.
Yeah. He owes
me $10, motherfucker.
1889 to 1944. He is responsible for 2 of the greatest environmental disasters ever known, completely accidentally, but he invented
What?
the tetra.
No. If you've done 1, that's an accident. If you do 2, that's on you, motherfucker.
Cause 1 environmental calamity. Shame on you.
He was an engineer and a chemist. He invented the
Bad one.
tetraethyl lead additive to gasoline. So he basically invented leaded gasoline, which
Okay.
was responsible
use
for
that.
lead poisoning we use unleaded gasoline.
Oh, never mind. We don't use
Because
that.
the lead added to gasoline, they didn't know it at the time, but they were giving acute lead poisoning to like 2 entire generations of people.
It's okay. We're all full of microplastics now. It's fine. And we all got our own shit going on.
And he also invented CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, which are pretty much solely responsible for the deterioration of the ozone layer.
Motherfucker, this guy's an asshole.
But that's not what
This
killed
guy's
him.
on par with Hitler.
That's not what killed him. You remember, he's on the inventors killed by his own invention. He kept inventing. He should have put down the pen and been like, okay.
And maybe I'm
Maybe
causing
not.
more harm than good.
I invented a brain popping out machine. Oh, it didn't work.
When he was 51, he contracted polio and was left severely disabled.
He invented polio.
What?
He devised an elaborate system of ropes and pulleys to help others lift him from bed. He became entangled in the ropes and died of strangulation at the age of 55.
Oh, no.
Well, he didn't invent ropes or pulleys, though. That's
Yeah,
been
right,
around
like-
since. He was just like, oh, I invented this. And they're like, sure you did, buddy. And then he's like, oh, good. And they're just like, leave him. I can hear the screams, but I'm honestly done with this man.
Now, this one's apocryphal. So this is a possibly apocryphal story, which is, do you know apocryphal?
What does that mean?
It means that it's a story that's retold often as if it was fact, but there's no actual source that makes it true. So it could be true, but it might not
It's
be.
a secondary Wikipedia page.
So Wan Hu, a possibly apocryphal 16th century Chinese official, is said to have attempted to launch himself into outer space in a chair to which 47 rockets were attached. The rockets exploded, and it is said that neither he nor the chair were ever seen again.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Because he made it to space.
A lot of these inventions
in
are
space
people who
now.
tried to create some sort of flying machine.
Mm.
My particular
I like that.
favorite is this guy whose name was Franz Reichelt, a tailor,
Franz Reichelt.
1879 to 1912. Fell to his death from the first deck of the Eiffel Tower during the initial test of a coat parachute, which he invented.
Oh, I remember. There's video of this.
Yeah, there's a video of this, and he looks like an idiot. It's on the Wikipedia page. It's if you don't mind footage of somebody dying, I highly recommend watching this because he dies in a really funny way.
It's not like you don't see him like splatter or anything.
No,
because like it's so old and like the video's all grainy and he's wearing a full suit, but he's also covered by a parachute at that time. So it's just more. It looks like a silent movie of somebody just falling, but it's weirdly comical.
Yeah,
But you know that a person died?
But like he was dumb though, so like doesn't matter.
The best part of this is that he promised the authorities that he would use a dummy, but instead, at the last minute, he confidently
This is his
strapped
fucking
himself
fault.
into the garment and made his
Dipshit.
leap in front of a camera crew.
Fucking idiot.
And the other funny part is that this was in like 1913.
What good would a dummy have done?
I mean, 1912. And I'm
Not
pretty sure that
killed him.
Well, yeah, but he would have thrown it
Number
off
one.
and been like, "Oh, well, it broke because it's a dummy. I'm certainly going to be fine." You know?
I don't remember it. Like, I don't think it broke. I think it just didn't fucking work.
no, yeah, it just didn't work.
Oh,
Like, he jumped off and he was like, "Yay! Why is the ground coming so fast?"
Yep.
Oh, well, this is
He basically just fucking splatters right on the ground.
oof.
And this was also like after the Wright brothers like did a powered flight, so like he should have known better.
Well,
Wait a
it wasn't
second, hold
flying;
on.
it was a parachute.
Well,
I just
yeah,
thought of
guess.
something.
yes.
The dude with the chair and the rockets, what was his plan to get back?
He was going
Was he just going to live in space?
Yes, he was a spaceman.
He
Yeah,
lives
he
in
wanted to go
space
into
now.
outer space.
Did he have,
traveling
like-
through the stars?
Like
Going very far.
did he have
Like a
a
parachute?
parachute that a guy from France tested or something that he could take it down? Like, did he not? What?
I don't know.
Is he just like, I'm just going to live up there? See you guys
That's
later, fucking nerds.
Probably why it's not true.
Listen, great minds are not constrained by some of these thoughts.
So,
You
Zach, what is your?
Were
let's-
these the great minds?
So
What's
the-
your favorite one on this list?
Well, the favorite one, another good one is, I think this one was my favorite, but the last one that I wanted to is the most recent one. Do you know what the
Ooh.
most recent one would be?
No, off the top of my head.
The most recent addition to the list is Stockton Rush, who imploded under the sea this past summer.
I thought you were talking about sky stuff, but yeah, that
I
is.
think about Rush. Today's Tom Sawyer, me, Frank.
Yeah, that's definitely an invention. Like, he made his own submarine out of
Yeah.
not submarine parts, and then it did not submarine things. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a-
and killed other people too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones on here. And, you know, listeners, I highly recommend playing along and like going to these lists as well. And then email us your favorite ones that I didn't talk
Should I
about.
be doing this too? Should I be playing
I mean,
along?
if you want to. Yeah. If you
If you're
want to.
driving, pull out a desktop computer.
Yeah. Now, I do want to go into the list of unusual deaths, but do you want to do that last? Because I do have a lot. There's a lot of
Well,
really good ones.
I mean, you're the host. You know it's the
Okay.
best one.
Take us
So
on the journey.
I trust you. Like
Okay.
yeah, tell a
I
story.
didn't do a ton of preparation for this episode. I have a whole window.
little
I
shit.
highlighted my favorite
So you need
entry
me to
on each
rant and
list.
carry. I got
Well,
it.
no, I've got plenty.
No, it's okay. I'll carry you. Come on. Hop in my backpack. Here we go.
So the Stockton Rush is also on the list of submarine and submersible incidents since 2000, which is
Oh, really? What happened?
Yeah, it imploded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Who would've thought?
a lot of these aren't like as funny as that one because this one was just like an arrogant man being arrogant and then, you know, suffering the consequences of his arrogance. And then the other ones are like, oops, they collided with some wreckage and then everything died.
Yeah, well, I went through the list of submersible incidents. I gave that one a little read through, and it's a lot of hubris of captains being like, we don't need to do extra checks, and then they like run into another like a landmass or another
we
ship.
should have done extra checks.
There is a lot of fire because when you put electronics under the water and high power them, stuff goes bad a lot. And then there's some just like
Ooh.
truly horrifying ones, which are so sad.
Let's do it.
Mhm.
The worst one that I remember, I can't remember exactly which one it was. You could probably find it, Zachary, but it was a submarine that they had mechanical issues. They were trying to fix them. The hatch was open and a big swell came and a bunch of seawater got in and the hatch closed and then a fire broke out. But most of the crew did die, but they didn't die from fire. They died from lack of oxygen. And then they found the submarine with everybody still inside of it. And it was very sad.
That was the Great Wall Submarine 361 from China in May 2003.
That's fairly recent.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, no one thought to open the door?
No.
They were
couldn't. It
underwater.
like locked it. They like locked it. It like locked itself. There was some like malfunction with the door
Well, there's your problem.
because
They
it like
also
short
didn't have-
circuited or
Self-locking
something.
doors.
There was no device on the submarine to detect low oxygen level, which feels like
See, there's your
That
problem.
seems like a big oversight on that one. When you don't have a infinite
like,
breathing resource.
Like, we're going to be in that tube over there. Do we need
There's
this?
there's oxygen in
Do we
the
need
water.
a pool table.
H2O. You know what the O is? Oxygen.
Mm.
Drink
Put
the
some
Yeah,
water.
okay.
water in.
So, Bo, is there a pool around you anywhere?
No.
No? Okay, well, then fill up your bathtub.
Okay.
Fill up your bathtub. Stick your head under. Take a
Get
big,
into
deep
a
breath.
tube. No, you get into a tube first, and then lock the door.
No, he's saying there's oxygen in water, so he needs to go stick his head in a bucket of water and then take a big,
All
deep
right.
breath.
I'll be back with my results.
But he's never coming back. He's gonna be on the list.
Oh my god.
He's gonna
Okay.
die with Uncle Bew.
Uncle Bew.
He's not dead.
Well, let's move on to
Sounds like he's
another
almost dead.
weirdly specific one. List of shoe throwing incidents, which is fun.
Okay. Is it the
Okay.
George Bush one? I like when
Yeah.
he dodges that. It's pretty funny when he dodges that one. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like his slickest move of his presidency. Now, this is an interesting list because I feel like it does say at the top, this list is incomplete. You can help by adding missing items, which is, I think, Wikipedia encouraging you to throw shoes at people.
Okay, I will do
I'm-
that.
But what's
I'm throwing
Here I
shoes
go.
at Zach. I'm throwing shoes at Zach when I see him. We'll call it
It
the get
goes
dumped
from-
on incident.
For the notable incidents, it goes from 359 CE when Constantius II, Roman emperor, was giving a speech from a small hill to a group of limigantes to ask their loyalty. When he was hit by a shoe thrown by one of them, the thrower shouted "Marha, Marha" in a signal of war.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah. Then it jumps all the way to 2008 with 7 April, a guy in Pakistan hit by a shoe.
Wait, I'm
thrown
sorry.
by
The
somebody.
first one was in Roman times and the second one is in 2008.
This is why I think it says it's incomplete. And then the second one after that,
That really feels
is-
incomplete. I think
Yeah.
someone must have thrown a shoe anywhere
Yeah.
between those two dates.
and then on December 14th is when George W. Bush got those shoes thrown at him. And it seems like if you did not consider this the gap there, it really seems like there was nobody throwing shoes, and then George Bush got a shoe thrown at him, and then shit popped off because there are so
Oh.
many shoe throwing incidents after this.
Hit me with the shoes.
But they all happen after 2008. In 2009,
I mean, you
Canadian
start a
protesters in
trend.
Calgary.
When were people planking? No one planked until we all saw it happening on the internet, and then everyone planked for those 3 months.
In 2009, on 17 March, Canadian protesters in Calgary used shoes as props during their demonstrations, even going so far as to create a shoe cannon, which is fun.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, they named it. Please tell me they named it Shannon.
Shannon.
Tony Blair got shoes thrown at him. In 2010, someone threw a shoe at Hayley Williams during a Paramore concert,
Rude. Leave her
which
alone.
feels very disrespectful.
I don't know. She stole someone's boyfriend.
Yeah. Wait, did she?
It's misery business.
Oh, yeah.
Get out.
On 26 February 2013, somebody threw a shoe at Harry Styles and hit him in the groin, which is fun.
I don't know who. I know he's a singer, but I've never actually seen him before. But imagining somebody getting hit in the groin with a shoe is just funny to me.
It's pretty
He's from
funny.
One Direction.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has one testicle. No, he's probably still got both.
In 2017, on June 10th, Justin Bieber forgot the lyrics to Despacito in a concert in Stockholm and had a shoe thrown at him.
Oh, you don't do that.
We were just talking about Despacito too.
I was just about to say,
Justin
we were just talking
Bieber
about
is in
last night.
Despacito?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo, real quick, what's the lyrics to Despacito?
Hey, Alexa. Play Despacito.
Despacito.
Nobody knows the lyrics to that song.
I'm going to
other
throw a
than
shoe at you.
the Espacito part.
I mean,
And then some other things that rhyme with Despacito, which is every word in Spanish, or
Mhm.
at least half of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Daddy Yankee was in that song.
Writing music in Spanish must be so easy because everything fucking rhymes.
dude, writing music in Spanish must be so satisfying because in Spanish, you can convey so much more nuance with so many less words.
Yeah.
In
Mhm.
English, you have to say it so plainly, but I feel like with Spanish, the conjugations that you use and the differences in the words that you decide to use can inherently change the meaning of something. I think that's so beautiful. I wish we could do that more in English.
All right, I'm changing my album I'm working on right now. I'm changing all the lyrics to Spanish.
How about list of obsolete units of measurement? Let me ask you what some of these.
As the crow flies,
What do you think
throw a dead cat.
Yeah. What do you think a large sack is?
Me.
A large sack. That's a unit of measurement?
Yes.
Not gonna say.
What
I'm not
unit
gonna
of
say it.
measurement do you want me to
It's
answer that with?
It is a unit of mass.
Yeah,
A big
it is.
sack? It's 10 pounds.
10
Like
pounds.
10 pounds.
Is that what you think?
I would guess.
I'm going 11 pounds.
I'm going 5 pounds.
What if I told you that it was equal to 2 new sacks?
20 pounds.
2 pounds.
Despacito.
224 pounds.
That's a
close.
lot of
I was
sack.
close.
Whoa, that's a
It
heavy
was
sack.
It was
That's a
a
big
UK unit of weight for coal, which was introduced by the London, Westminster, and Home Counties Coal Trade Act of 1831, which
Can you imagine
required
dragging
coal
those
to be
sacks
sold
around
by
all
weight
day?
rather than by
Yakety
volume.
sacks.
Yeah.
But
Don't come
weight,
back.
it was it just a weight of a specific sack?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
it was two new sacks, and so it was defined that the new sack was defined. The coal sack was standardized as an imperial hundredweight of 112 avoir du poids pounds, approximately 51 kilograms.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you just said.
And what do you think a spat is?
It's when a horse spits on a donkey, and therefore that is 40 pounds.
It is a unit of distance.
Oh, 40 miles.
It's as far as you can spit. And it
Yeah.
was measured off of the guy named Jerry, and he could spit 15 feet.
Yeah, he went on top of a building though, and he spit like a little farther, but everyone was like, whoa, he spit so far, but no one was like, well, he was on top of a building. They're like, just let him do it. He's fine. That's all he does. Like, well, it's totally cool.
What those two said. I'm combining their answers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A spat is an obsolete unit of distance used in astronomy. It is
So it's probably
equal-
much farther than 15 feet.
Yes, it is equal to about 1 billion kilometers.
Whoa, that's quite a spat.
I don't know why it's called a spat. The page doesn't say why. What about in a unit of area called an ox gang?
Oh, classic ox gang. That's just, whenever two rival ox gangs get together and they hash it out, either they're fighting or they're having peace talks, it's always the same amount of land used for it.
Well, you know that a group of oxes can never be more than 50 oxen at any given time.
Yeah, exactly.
So 100 oxen fit in 25
It's 100
square
oxen
miles.
wide. Yeah, 100 oxen wide. That's the unit.
Yeah, 100 oxen wide.
So an ox gang was a unit used in England.
England, and it's like, I weigh 12 stone. You do whatever the other one was. Like, just come on.
In the 1600s, it was defined as an amount of land which could be plowed using one ox in a single annual season,
Oh, that makes sense.
as land was usually plowed by a team of 8 oxen. An ox gang was thus 1/8 the size of a plowland or a caracat.
Nah, you lost me.
These areas
again.
were not fixed in size and varied from one village to another.
Yeah, that just doesn't. There's no.
So
but
it's not a measure
Averaged,
of area. It's just an area.
it averaged 15 acres, or which is 61,000 square meters.
How many square miles is that?
That's a great question. Bo, look it up.
How many
okay,
how many horse gangs is
Did you say
it?
61,000?
61,000 square meters. 15
like,
acres.
if they're all not fixed, then how is it? How can you say
This
that
is
it's a
the
unit of
average.
measurement?
Is the average. Yeah, I mean,
0.02 square miles.
oh, wow.
So like you got me with the ox, like the first one. Like how big an area of an ox, doing a field that makes sense. But then
Mhm.
you're like, then there was 8 oxes, but then they divided and conquered and blah, 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 blah. Like, no, lost me. Stick with the single ox.
Okay, how about unit of volume, a hogshead?
I assume that's how much a
hogshead in
hog's
a
head could hold
bucket.
if you liquefied its brains and put it back in. That's 4 cups.
I think it's bigger than that. I think it's like 5 gallons.
I'm going to go 5.5 gallons.
It was equal to 79 US gallons.
Whoa.
Okay,
I was
That's a
close.
big
Of a
hog.
Oh my God. I've been the closest.
Sorry. Okay, so
Now,
let me
what if I told you that
let
it
me
was-
explain this one for you first, because you take a hog, right, and normally
Take
like
the
a
hog.
hog's head can drink this much, but in England they always minimum had 700 hogs in their homes, and then they divided by pi, and then 70.
No. You know how sometimes you call your you know how sometimes you call your junk a hog? It's how much you can piss. It's 79 gallons.
Oh, I've never called mine the hog before, but now I'm gonna have to.
Calm down there, Hoggy. Sweet.
Get along. Did you just yell "sweet" like at your dick, or was that your dick making the noise?
I was yelling "sweet" at my dick.
I imagine you hit it after that for some reason.
I did. It hurt.
Sweet.
So that's why it was so high pitched. Sweet.
Okay, this one's for Bo.
No, it's for you.
How much is... So there's a system of volume. Okay.
Volume. Big volume guy.
Hoppus foot.
So that's jumping Mexicans. Probably about 5 jumping Mexicans.
Oh, I thought you Hoppus, like Mark Hoppus, because you're the Blink-182 head in the pod.
Yeah, I got it, but I was thinking more Hoppus is more Spanish, so that's where my brain went. So 5 jumping Mexicans.
The math checks out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a volume of 5 jumping Mexicans.
It is a system of measure for timber in the round, standing or felled, now largely superseded by the metric system, except in measuring hardwoods in certain countries. Its purpose is to estimate the value of sawn timber in a log by measuring the unsawn log and allowing for wastage in the mill. Following the so-called quarter
I already
girth
stopped
formula.
listening.
I'm so tired right now.
I like my answer way
I
better
fell
than
asleep 30 seconds ago.
Oh my god! And I said quarter girth formula, and none of you said anything.
I wasn't listening.
You had so many,
You started talking about sawn logs, and I just started going to sleep.
I felt like I was in a meeting at work.
Logs, huh?
In one of those meetings I wasn't paying attention in.
I thought about my family jumping. That's all.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, get away from these volumes and shit. I'm getting fucking sleepy.
Get away from this. Okay. Let's go to a couple of ranked ones. Let's go do some ranked lists. Okay. If we did some ranking, what do you think? Here's one. It's list of flagpoles by height. How tall do you think the 4th tallest flagpole in the world is?
The 4th tallest? Why don't you just ask us about the tallest?
Why would you say number 1? Yeah.
Well, because
are you going to go through all of them?
No,
I was gonna pick a random number and then be like, how tall do you think it is?
Number 4 will shock you.
No, let's go number 1. We're going number 1.
I honestly,
come on.
What do you think the tallest flagpole in the world is then?
It was so tall.
Really tall.
It was like, what? It's like, oh shit! Look at that fucking thing.
Like really tall.
I can barely see the flag.
Up there. Oh my god! Oh,
what if I told you?
Am I saluting?
It's almost as tall as a spat.
That's as big as my hog.
How tall do you think it is?
215 feet.
600 feet.
Okay, is the flagpole itself not a flagpole affixed on something?
It is a freestanding flagpole.
At least 10 feet.
All right, Ash was closest.
Plus.
It is 662.57 feet.
It is very tall.
It is on top of it is part of the new administrative capital in Cairo, Egypt.
Well, now I'm curious about.
I gotta see this flagpole.
What is the what's the 4th tallest now?
That is the Dushanbe flagpole in Dushanbe, Tajikistan.
I was gonna say that.
It is 541 feet tall.
Huh, that's still very tall.
Yeah, I love Tajikistan. Big Tajikistan guy.
Where do you think
he doesn't shut up about it too?
Tajikistan.
Where do you think the U.S. makes its first appearance on this list? What number do you think it is?
Around 350.
They're the
Okay, what if I told you it's in the-
1776.
No, I'm not asking you how tall you think it is. I'm asking where in the list do you think it is? What rank do you think the U.S.
Wherever 350.
Okay.
1776.
22nd.
I think it's 14th.
Okay, it is 16th.
Oh man, I'm killing it. I'm so knowledgeable about flagpoles.
And wait, Ash, wait till you hear how tall it is. It's 390 feet tall. You were so close.
Oh my gosh, man. How do I harness this knowledge?
That is the Acuity flagpole in Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Sheboygan. I hardly knew them.
Let's go get some boigas in Wisconsin.
It's a tall flagpole up there.
Yeah.
That's this fucking flagpole in Egypt. You know what? It's tall, but I'm looking at it from ground level, and it doesn't look like it's that tall. But it's definitely
that
tall.
Impressive. Like, okay,
like it's very. I'm sure if I was there in person, but these pictures are not doing it justice. It looks really fucking tall, but it doesn't look like really fucking tall.
I gotta look at it.
No,
I gotta
that's
look
pretty
at
fucking
it.
tall, actually. No, I take it back. It's fucking tall.
Let's see. List
The
of
flag was so big, it made it seem small. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. List of accidents and disasters by death toll. Yeah, that's a little too dark. But it's divided into engineering, recreation, transportation, and other.
What's in other?
Other is smog incidents.
Oh.
Death by smog? The dragon?
Yeah, in
Smog.
in 1952, the Great Smog of London resulted in 10 to 12,000 delayed fatalities.
Holy fuck. That's a lot. How good was that smog?
Best smog I ever
pretty
had,
good.
man.
I googled tallest flagpole in the world images, and one of them is a guy standing on a light pole holding a flag. like a street light holding a flag. Obviously, he's not the tallest light pole in the world. But yeah, he's trying.
Pole holder.
Whoever this guy is.
It was me.
He's trying.
It was me. Hey guys, I'm that crazy man holding this flag.
Now, how about the list of... There's a list of music considered the worst, but this is all opinions.
Yeah, I want that. Give me that.
Well, there's a couple of fun ones.
Let me guess. It's all country music.
Call Me Maybe. Carly Rae Jepsen. Wait, that's not Carly Rae Jepsen. That's Rebecca Black.
Wait. Rebecca Black is the Friday.
You were right
the first time.
I was right, but I was thinking of Friday the whole fucking time.
Gotta get down on Friday. Ooh, what a good song.
Friday is on there. Friday's right there.
Fucking knew it. Fucking called it.
The problem is that a lot of songs are ones that like people like they're bad songs, but also I enjoy them, like Miracles by Insane Clown Posse. It's a bad song, but I also love it.
I do want to apologize to Carly Rae Jepsen. I love Call Me Maybe. It's catchy as shit. So okay.
Call Me Maybe is great. Everything that she's put out since then is even better.
There's bad songs. It's kind of like the movie The Room. The movie is so bad, it's fantastic. Same with like some of these songs. They transcend bad to being meme worthy, which means they're good.
Yeah, that's like the Shags, who are they put out one album in 1969 against their will, basically. And
like
music, yeah, we don't want to do it. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And
Can you take me?
The Shags were formed in 1965 by the teenage sisters Dorothy, Betty, and Helen Wiggin. Though they had no interest in becoming musicians, they were forced to write, rehearse, and record an album by their father,
a Michael Jackson situation,
who believed that his mother had predicted their rise to fame. They composed bizarre songs with untuned guitars, erratically shifting time signatures, disconnected drum parts, wandering melodies, and rudimentary lyrics about pets and families.
That sounds like something up my alley.
Yeah, it developed a
That's
cult
like the beginning of prog metal.
It developed a cult following with fans including Frank Zappa and Kurt Cobain, and has been reissued a couple of times because it's had so many famous people who are like, this is terrible. I love it. There's also a couple of really great albums that were released like specifically to get somebody out of a record contract. Like there's Lou Reed's infamous Metal Machine Music, which is basically like a 2-disc album that's all just audio feedback. It's basically just like feedback for an entire album that he's like remixed in weird ways for like an hour. It's almost unlistenable, but then after a while you kind of start to like get really like into it, but it's also like horrible.
Well, so speaking of Lou Reed, the Metallica Lou Reed mashup called Lulu
is also on this list.
Is just the worst thing you've ever heard in your life. It is the fucking weirdest shit. And it's like, it doesn't even transcend good to be bad. It's just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And I love Metallica, and I admit that is the worst shit I've ever heard.
There's also another really good one in the same category of albums that were made to end a record contract, which is Having Fun with Elvis on Stage, which was...
Tell me it's not Elvis.
No, it is Elvis, but it's no songs.
Damn it. I'm hoping it was like...
It's an entire album of his between song banter and jokes with no context for any of it.
Oh, so it's confusing as all fuck.
Yeah. And it's just banter.
Cool. I'm into it.
Yeah. There's, So from the 2000s on, we've got Playing with Fire by Kevin Federline. We all remember K-Fed from 2006.
That's
Britney Spears'
guy
backup
she
dancer
married?
turned husband.
Yeah. There's Chinese Democracy by Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Remember that? Remember that was a huge thing. Like that we waited, not we, but people waited. I didn't fucking wait for it for years for that to come out. And then it came out and everyone was like, oh no, this is bad.
We got Owen Quigg's debut album. I don't know who he is. He's a pop singer from Northern Ireland who was in the X Factor, but apparently it's really bad. Then there's Lulu. Then there's Streets in the Sky by The Enemy, which I don't know anything about. But apparently it is the worst reviewed album of 2012 by like every review place.
I can beat that.
Something by Charlie Puth, which makes sense. I don't like him. And then the last one is The Father of All Motherfuckers by Green Day from 2020, which I think Anthony Fantano gave it like a not good or like a 0, which is wild. And there's some singles and such like that. A lot of it's just like people, being like, this pop song is bad. The thong song was bad. Nookie
I love the thong song. The thong song is not a bad. Hey, fuck you if you say that's a bad song.
Yeah,
I'll defend the White Dragon.
There's
forever.
a moment where he does a goddamn key change, and he goes so fucking hard into singing about the thongs, like that thong. Like he really like goes for it. Like he really wants to see that goddamn thong. Man. That's songs. A good fucking song. Fuck you if you don't like that song.
I feel like that when it goes into the songs and it goes into the singles part, it really comes into a lot of like old nonsense, like rock critics who don't like pop music and just say bad things about pop songs. Like, I don't care what Ultimate Classic Rock Magazine has to say about Big Yellow Taxi by Counting Crows. I mean, I don't like it, but also like, who cares?
Yeah,
I care.
Okay, we'll go through that list. Go through that list real quick, and then we're just going to say why we love every single one of these ones.
There's a lot.
Pick 5.
Pick like a section that we would know.
Okay, well, everyone knows all of these songs from the 1990s. Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh, I love that song.
Could It Be Magic by Take That?
God damn it.
What was that
I don't know that one. Could It Be Magic by Take That? This one I don't know.
Could it be magic? I don't know. That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
What's Up by Four Non Blondes.
What's up?
I don't know that.
What's up? What's up?
It's the one that goes, what's going on?
Yeah.
But they couldn't actually call it what's going on because they couldn't actually name it what's going on because that's the name of a song by Marvin Gaye, and it's a completely different song. Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Oh, bullshit. I love that song.
Yeah. Nookie by Limp Bizkit. Thong Song by Cisco. Who Let
Greatest
the Dogs
song
Out? Which, okay.
Greatest song ever.
Oh my God.
Baha Man. Fucking Baha. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
You don't hear that song and go, okay, who?
Wait, Zach, you don't like that song?
I can get into it in the right context, I think.
He's backtracking. He's backtracking. Stop him. Stop him now.
I'm not backtracking.
You need to be honest. This is honest time now. You listen to that song and you don't immediately go, this is a fucking banger.
If I'm like in my home, like just sitting around, I'm not going to be listening to Who Let the Dogs Out. But like if I'm turned at a wedding,
the party was jumping, yippee-yi-yo.
Yeah, that's true.
And the boys were having a ball.
Did you hate the song because you never figured out who let the dogs out? Is that why?
The math never checks out, man. What do the numbers mean?
They never fucking told me. They just kept going.
They were asking.
Okay,
but they're also partying.
New list of ethnic slurs and epithets by ethnicity.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. No. I got this. Here I go.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't.
So you need some ethnic slurs.
No.
Oh, God. He's been summoned.
There, we've got a list of sexually active popes because sometimes popes be fucking.
That's my next album title.
There's
okay
because there was
which
a few
ones were fucking.
There was a few who fathered illegitimate children before their holy orders.
Oh, okay.
There was a few who fathered illegitimate children after receiving holy orders.
Even more scandalous.
Yeah.
Pope deal.
Julius II has 3 daughters.
Dirty fucking dog.
He was also accused of being a sodomite.
What's a pope like sex position? Like the Vatican
missionary.
Yep.
Jesus on the cross.
Oh, the Jesus on the cross. That's a good one.
The crucifixion. That's what
That's
she's
the same one.
Never
That's
mind.
the same one.
The upside down rosary.
It was,
What is that?
that's for after midnight. The
Wait,
You describe the upside down rosary to me?
it's the Vatican logjammer, but you need 2 more ladders.
All right, so we've got Julius II, Paul III, Pius IV,
I don't know
Gregory
any of these. I
XIII,
don't know any of these popes.
and
Why
Leo
people
XII.
Because we know all these popes.
Which one had
Leo
the
the 12th?
biggest,
Leo
the biggest
XII
hog?
had a liaison with the wife of a Swiss Guard soldier.
Oh,
That's
that
hot.
scandalous little Pope bitch.
Yeah, he cuckolded one of his guards.
I'm the holiness now. Let me get in your holiness.
He's like, goes out to her. He's like, I mean, come on, look at me.
Hey,
Like,
babe.
look at my shoe. Look at my red shoes.
He
or
goes,
whatever they wear. I don't know.
he goes, hey, babe, you want to get to heaven? Because I'll have you be calling God's name all night.
You think that the Pope wears red shoes?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It sounds though that Benedict IX was probably the fuckingest pope, but not in a good way. He was the fuckingest pope in like the like bad way that you can be a pope who fucks.
Don't say rape.
I wasn't going to say that.
Are you about to say rape?
I wasn't going to say
Were you
it.
implying it?
I was
Zach.
going to imply it.
Oh,
Okay.
But
might as well just say it now.
he was accused of routine sodomy, bestiality, and sponsoring orgies.
Oh, orgies are fine.
So
Do whatever
yeah,
you gotta
Orgies
do.
are fine.
But not if you're
Orgies- I have
forcing people to
problem
do
with
it, though.
orgies. Well, yeah.
Yes, correct. The bestiality one, hopefully those 2 words didn't mix.
Yeah.
Bestiality Pope? There's a Netflix series in here somewhere, guys. We're right here. There's gold.
Who was
those.
which pope was the one which pope was the one that Jude Law played?
Girl. Stephen. Pope Stephen.
Jim
Jim Stephen.
The Pope Victor III, who was 2 popes after him, I think, said his life as a pope was so vile, so foul, so execrable that I shudder to think of it.
His own or the guy, the other one?
Nasty lad.
Benedict.
Fuck
He
you,
was a
Benedict. You suck. We hate you.
He
He's
also
a Benedict.
was accused of selling the papacy, so that's fun too.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, but you shouldn't tell it though.
Like the seat of the Pope.
Yeah, like basically.
Oh.
Pope loads?
Said the seat.
Oh, seed. I thought you said the seed.
Oh, no.
You said seed. That's why I yelled Pope loads.
Views.
There's
Just
a
how
lot
you
of
got
good words.
really
in this
hot and
podcast.
bothered about popes.
Yeah.
I was just all right.
This took a turn. I don't want to have to put a content warning at the beginning of this.
Oh my
episode.
God, you're racist. Forget it. Do it.
Mhm. List of potato dishes. How about?
I fucking love potatoes.
Yeah,
We talked
name a
about
country and
potatoes
I'll
in the
tell you a
last
potato
episode.
list. I'll name a country. I'll tell you a potato dish from that country.
Tell
Okay,
us
mashed potatoes.
tell us the potato dish. We have to say what it is.
Okay.
Ooh.
Batata hara.
Oh, a Spanish Pope. I'm not Spanish Pope. Spanish
Yeah,
potato.
the Spanish Pope. He.
Do you know what
So
country
it's
from?
what you eat after
tell us
a
the country of
bestiality
origin.
orgy.
Spain.
It's from Lebanon.
Oh, I was close.
Oh.
So Lebanese Pope.
I'm guessing that there's some type of oil and some type of spice.
And onions.
Pretty close. A
salt.
spicy dish made of potatoes, red peppers, coriander, chili, and garlic, which are fried together in olive oil.
That sounds banging.
That sounds like a good
Mhm.
potato pancake. I would
Bring
eat
that.
that.
Yeah.
Bring that to your next Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
What about clapshot? It's Scottish.
That's
That sounds
when
sexy.
you.
That
Where is
sounds
that from?
sexy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
from
okay.
Scotland.
Is it from Scotland? You know it's sexy. Like the sexiest
Mhm.
things in the world come from Scotland. Haggis.
I'm
Other
imagining.
things.
I'm
Gravy.
imagining a paste.
Gravy.
Gravy. It's gravy.
So what was it called again?
Clapshot.
Clapshot.
Clap
I'm
shot.
imagining
So
something
you-
dense, like a
you
hockey,
clap-
like a hockey puck.
So you cut a potato in half and you clap it together until it
take-
mushes itself.
Yeah, you
Into
take two
your hands.
small potatoes and you just keep like making them kiss, but like, ooh, kiss.
They're like, oh, you're gonna kiss there. Like, I can't do a Scottish accent. But
What was
go
that?
ahead.
That was Canadian.
I don't know. I think that's Canadian.
Close
Oh, you're
enough.
gonna
Close
kiss
enough.
there, y'all.
You think
One more,
clap-
Zach.
Yep.
Zach, what is it? What
A
is it?
traditional Scottish dish that originated in Orkney. It is created by the combined mashing of Swede turnips and potatoes.
Mashing.
With parentheses,
Got
it
it.
says the combo is called neeps and tatties.
Any
With
gravy?
the
Peeps and
addition of
daddies.
with
That's
the
a
addition
racist term,
of
I think.
chives, butter, or dripping, salt, and pepper.
Oh, yeah.
So it's mashed potatoes
and turnips.
just with
That sounds
some
awesome.
beets
Yeah.
or turnips or whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah. And if you mix
That
it
sounds
with minced beef, it's called mince and tatties, which is great.
Mince and daddies.
That's my new band, the Mince and Tatties. That's a really
What
good
about
name.
a Swedish one called kropkaka?
Mm.
I mean, I think we all know. Kropkaka.
Kropkaka. Is it?
You crop in your kaka, you know what I'm saying?
Potato dumplings with a filling of onions and pork or bacon.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I want
I
it.
want that.
Yeah,
I want that.
right?
Give me fucking fill me full of whatever kaka.
Kropkaka.
Crop kaka all over my fucking mouth.
All right. And
All right, what
Let
else
me
you got
pick-
for us?
let me pick one more. We'll do one more.
Okay.
How about I'm trying to come up with one that has a really funny name. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Quigin patates.
That sounds Spanish. Bo, what do you got for us?
Tatas, no, we got to you first. You had this chili.
I didn't mean to do it in character, but that's fine.
Well, now I don't want. Now I don't want to do it now. You stop the magic.
Where's it from?
Yeah, where's it from?
France.
That was wrong about the Spanish.
Oh, but first, no, wait, hold on. I got this. Oh, there we go. I gotta get that.
gotta
First,
get
you
those out,
take
yeah.
the wine, and then you do
That's
the
the
S.
same
What the
voice.
fuck? Well, as a Mexican
Something with a lot of
Frenchman,
butter.
my name is Bo, so you didn't think for that French.
That was French Bo. It's le bo.
Le Bo. You take it. Wait, I can't. I'm done. I'm
It's Canadian now.
Bye.
It's
I'm done.
Canadian.
done.
Yeah, definitely a lot of butter and a lot of whipping because they love whipping stuff and they love
And
adding
snails.
butter to stuff.
They add snails. It's escargot.
So-
my car's breaking.
It's from Brittany, France. It is Breton for potato cake. It is prepared with crushed boiled potatoes mixed with flour. The resulting dough is then shaped into small pancakes and pan fried.
Sounds
That
great.
sounds delicious.
Give me
I
some.
mean, so you've just explained like 3 different potato pancakes, but all of them sounded awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
their own
little
individual-
different. Just a little different.
I guess you
Warm
could
that
say
bacon.
the whole world is just we're all just a little different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
also
okay.
the same.
No.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of a few a couple more. There's so many good ones.
Hey, everyone. I just want you to know that I got to Adolf Hitler in 2 clicks.
Where'd you start though? Like Adolf Hitler's mom? Like where'd you start?
I started with Tom Young, cricketer,
Who's that?
a cricket player.
How do you get to how do you get to a random page first?
There you
Go to
go.
Wikipedia and then click on the hamburger menu on the top left, and then there should be random article 1, 2, 3, 4 down.
I just Googled random Wikipedia article generator and then I clicked it.
So I went to Wikipedia, right? What do I do?
Wikipedia.com. There's a hamburger menu in the top left.
It's .org. Okay. Well, no, I don't see that hamburger menu.
Did you just Wikipedia explain?
Oh, Wikipedia.org.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. You guys.
And then-
Let's finish this episode with a
Random
race to
article.
Hitler.
Okay.
Well, I just got in 2, so I won.
Oh, I didn't get to the list of unusual deaths yet.
Okay,
shit.
all right.
Well, let's do a race to Hitler at the end. But
At the end, okay.
we will all go to a random article and then the first one to
Okay.
get their wins. But yeah,
Okay.
do the random death part.
But I went from Tom Young, cricketer, to World War I to Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds easy enough.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
very
yeah.
easy.
I just
Yeah.
I
Now,
got-
a lot of these really good ones on the list of unusual deaths are from like the ancient times. And so this is another one where like, I don't know if
An
these are
ancient
legends or
man?
actual, if these are like legitimate or if they're, because a lot of them are like, this Greek philosopher told about how this other Greek philosopher died. He died like an idiot.
I did it in 2.
Uh,
But nice.
Good practice. Good practice round.
I had a small town in England.
Oh, easy. That's
Yeah.
so easy.
The hard mode would be to not click on a country.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing
Okay.
that. It's stupid.
No, it's a
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Okay. So Draco of Athens in 620
Athens?
BC was an Athenian lawmaker, was reportedly smothered to death by gifts of cloaks and hats showered upon him by appreciative citizens at a theater in Aegina, Greece.
Oh my gosh.
So many. That's
To be-
so
Yeah.
many. How
Loved is to be suffocated by your
how
fans.
much does a hat weigh? Not much.
I
The
don't
amount
know.
of hats that you would need is
Hats and
fucking- that's
cloaks. Hats and
astounding.
cloaks.
Yeah, hats and cloaks. The
Cloaks-
cloaks probably
cloaks
did a lot of
can
the
be
heavy
heavy.
lifting.
Okay, I'm back on board.
All right. Carandus, who died in 612 BC, according to Diodorus Siculus, I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I don't care. The Greek lawgiver from Sicily issued a law that anyone who brought weapons into the assembly must be put to death. One day, he arrived at the assembly seeking help to defeat some brigands in the countryside, but with a knife still attached to his belt. In order to uphold his own law, he committed suicide.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's just stupid.
No. He's a man of the man. There's a law in place. He follows the law. Bravo, man. Bravo.
No.
Milo of Croton was an Olympic
that sounds
champion.
like a place in Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an Olympic champion wrestler. His hands reportedly became trapped when he tried to split a tree apart. And he was then devoured by wolves.
No. Excuse me?
Sounds like he wasn't that very championshipy wrestly, or if he couldn't even wrestle a tree.
Yeah. In 475 BCE, Heraclitus of Ephesus, according to one account given by Diogenes, who was kind of famously a dick, so grain of salt here. The Greek philosopher was said to have smeared himself with cow manure in an attempt to cure his dropsy, which is like an old school name for when you have like really swollen legs. And what do you think happened to him after smearing himself with cow manure?
He got sepsis and died.
He got eaten by wolves.
Cow kept just pooping on him.
Cow disease.
He
was
The cow
devoured
came
by
back.
dogs.
What?
He was devoured by dogs.
You're
Dude,
right,
I had
Andrew.
it almost right. Holy shit. I was just being a goof, but okay.
Hey, sometimes goofing's the right answer, you know?
This is one of the best ones. This is a great one. Aeschylus, according to Valerius Maximus, the eldest of the three great Athenian tragedians, he was killed by a tortoise dropped by an eagle that had mistaken his bald head for a rock suitable for shattering the shell of the reptile, which is the thing that eagles do.
That's a
This
bad
is the
day.
thing that eagles do. They'll grab a turtle and they'll go way high and then they'll drop it on a rock. Pliny the Elder, in his Natural History, adds that Aeschylus had been staying outdoors to avert a prophecy that he would be killed that day, quote, by the fall of a house.
House,
So that's fun.
turtle.
That second part feels added in there for shock value, but you know what? That eagle
I'll allow it.
played the greatest joke of all time that day.
Then there's another one who declared himself to be a divine being and tried to prove that he was an immortal god by leaping into Mount Etna, which is an active volcano. That was Empedocles.
Did he survive?
That didn't go
400
great.
BCE. It didn't go well.
Did he win?
No, he did not. And okay, here's the last ancient Greek guy. And so this was Chrysippus. I don't know how to pronounce Greek names. So if you know how to pronounce Greek names, keep it to yourself. On one ancient account of the death of 3rd BCE, Greek Stoic philosopher tells that he died of laughter after he saw a donkey eating his figs. He told a slave to give the donkey neat wine to drink with, to which to wash them down, and then, having laughed too much, he died.
What?
So that's fun.
He was like, look at that donkey.
He needs to get it together.
Get him a glass of wine. Holy fuck, this is fucking great. Then he laughed himself to death. Hold on. Like I've seen funny things like
What
that
is this,
before.
The Sims?
Oh my god. Could you imagine like the first time, like if he somehow lived or time traveled right before that to now, and we show him like, you know, a animated movie of like, you know, funny
a fail
shit.
video, a fail video compilation.
Oh my god, he's like, what the fuck? Or like the keyboard cat. He'd be like, that cat's playing an instrument. Holy fuck! And his head explodes. Get him a glass of wine.
So the next one is Qin Shi Huang.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's so many in this list. I'm done with the Greeks, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Qin Shi Huang.
You're starting with the Greek. How far are you going, sir? There's so many lives.
there's a lot of Greeks that you went through.
I'm done with the Greeks, is what I'm saying. I'm not doing any more Greeks.
Pick your most favorite ones that you see. Pick 3 more.
The first emperor of China, who was the guy who did the terracotta army, he died because he believed that he would be granted eternal life from ingesting pills of mercury.
Yeah, that won't work. I'm no doctor, but I know that that bad.
That's bad for your
time. That's bad.
blood.
Some say that would be bad for your life.
In 886, Basil I, Byzantine emperor, his belt was entangled between antlers of a deer during a hunt, and the animal subsequently dragged him for 16 miles through the woods. But that's
Was he
not what
by
killed him.
himself?
He got a fever, then he died.
Don't
Oh my
wear a belt
God.
when you're hunting.
Mm-mm.
He was cold.
But my pants keep falling down.
Well, so
This
why did they
English-
even add the whole being dragged by a deer thing?
Well, he got dragged by a
wasn't-
deer.
It was like, did he get the fever from the deer? Was he sneezing on him the whole
He
time?
probably had head injuries.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dear.
Let's see. This king was
Thank you.
stabbed on the toilet by an assassin hiding under the toilet.
What?
You're just casually taking a
Yikes.
shit. I got you now.
Right in the butt.
That's the
Ah!
worst place to get stabbed.
No, actually, it's not because you know they say when you die, you void your bowels. Well, he's already on the
There's
toilet.
just shit
yeah.
all over your
And he
attacker.
shit all over the guy.
Well, no, he's clean. He's already on the toilet, so it just went.
I'm imagining the assassin, like he stabs him and he gets pooped on more, and he goes, "It's a living," and then he like,
Wah, 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 wah.
Here's a guy who died when he broke his neck by tripping over his own beard, which was 4.5
No.
feet long at the time.
I mean,
Tie up your beards, people. Whew.
you if you're gonna play with fire, you're gonna
Mhm.
get bearded.
Tycho Brahe was a Dutch astronomer who died
Sure.
from a bladder or kidney ailment after attending a banquet, but he refused to leave the banquet to pee, and he fucked up his shit. So make
Don't
sure
hold your
you
pee for too long, people.
Don't hold your pee.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
I
do
tried
that.
it. Oh no, I love doing it. It's like, how long can I go? Oh no, I gotta go. I gotta hold it longer before.
Other
I
fun
go.
fact about Bo is he loves to piss himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Big piss boy.
it's my national pastime. Is pissing myself.
He calls it getting the warmies.
This was a lawyer in 1871 who was defending a man accused of murder, accidentally shot himself while demonstrating how the victim might have done so.
I think
He
we
did it
talked
just
about
like
that
this.
once.
Yeah.
This was the only
This was way more than
credible
3.
case of death by meteorite.
Okay.
That's a bad day.
That is a bad day.
I mean, would you rather die from a meteorite or a turtle?
Oh, here's
Turtle.
one that you'd love,
Okay.
Ash. Alexander of Greece in 1920 died of
That was a
sepsis
Greek.
after being bitten by a palace steward's pet Barbary macaque in his garden while trying to break up a fight between his German shepherd and another monkey.
Did he go?
Don't-
Oh no!
don't have
your
monkeys.
cock.
Don't have monkeys. It's bad. It's bad all around.
Yeah, they'll eat your
Yeah.
face. Remember when Ash told Zach to choose 3 more and he's on number 6?
Mhm.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
person killed by a robot was in 1979.
Ooh.
He was a factory worker at the Ford plant.
Oh, not like a robot.
No, it was the factory robot hit him in the head.
It was like a robot. No.
Yeah, it's like exterminate.
Okay, one more. I promise this is one more.
No, you don't.
2009, a 25-year-old student of Kiev Polytechnic Institute was killed when his chewing gum exploded. He had a habit of dipping his chewing gum in citric acid to increase the gum's sour taste. On his work table, police found about 100 grams of unidentified explosive powder, which he used for chemistry studies at home. It resembled citric acid, and it is thought that he confused the two, having accidentally
no.
coated his gum in the explosive powder before
Hey,
chewing
blew
it.
his head up.
The explosive was found to be 4 times stronger than TNT, and the
Oh my
explosion was
God.
possibly triggered either by
Nothing like-
reacting with Lycanos's saliva or the pressure exerted by him chewing on the gum and the explosive powder.
Do you
Keep
think that
your
he, like-
explosive powder away from the stuff you put in your mouth. Come on, lab safety 101.
Okay, he puts it in his mouth. How long before he realizes, 1, that he made a mistake, 2, that it doesn't taste like citrus, and 3, he should stop chewing?
Oh, that's the thing. The powder tastes like citrus.
I
so
mean,
he's
I would
like,
imagine that it probably
Citric
was
acid it's just
one
sour.
chew and then explode.
He's like, that's kind of bad.
But, a little bitter.
wow, really mind blowing. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Hey,
Now I was going to finish this off. I was originally going to start with that and then finish it with the last meals, the list of last meals page. We were talking about food last episode. I thought we could keep talking about food, but yeah, it's gone long, so we don't have to talk about last
just
meals.
do it.
I'm doing nothing right now. If you guys are down, let's keep it rolling.
Oh, like
There's
Limp
just a couple
Bizkit
of good
said,
ones.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, pick a couple good ones. Don't go through all of them.
All right. I'll pick a couple of good ones.
And then we'll race to Hitler.
Yeah. There was a German outlaw named Matthias Kneissel, who was decapitated in 1902, whose requested meal was 6 glasses of beer. So that's
not a meal. That's just a drink.
There's a few of them where it's like somebody requested something specific, but the prison gave them like the shitty knockoff version instead. Like this guy, Robert Alton Harris, who was who was executed in 1992. He wanted a 21-piece bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, 2 large Domino's pizzas, ice cream, a bag of jelly beans, a 6-pack of Pepsi, and a pack of Camel cigarettes.
Chicken, some roast beef, a pizza.
Instead,
did they give him like store brand shit?
A guy who worked at the prison made them give him Tombstone pizzas instead of Domino's.
Oh,
pizzas.
that's fucked up.
Oh, get it? Because he's gonna be in
the difference.
He's gonna be in the ground anyway.
Oh, I didn't even think about that part. I just thought about the taste. Like, yeah, Domino's sucks, but Tombstone sucks too.
There's just a bunch of people just having a ridiculous amount of food for their last one. Like 2 pounds of bacon, a large 4-meat pizza, 4 fried chicken breasts, 2 drinks each of Mountain Dew, Pepsi, root beer, and sweet tea, 2 pints of ice cream, 5 chicken fried steaks, 2 hamburgers with bacon, French fries, and a dozen garlic breadsticks with marinara on the side.
Did he eat it all?
It says so.
Probably not. That's a lot of food.
This is a story I really like. Now, I have not done a ton of looking into whether or not, like, how the severity of these people's crimes. So I don't want to, like, bring up it. But this guy, George W. Barrett, executed in 1936, requested, quote, the largest steak in town, but did not eat it. After his death, a reporter who had been present for the execution spotted the steak in the jail kitchen and helped himself to it.
Well, he's not going to eat it.
I'm not going to let it go to waste.
And going back to the other one with the tombstones, Thomas J. Grasso, who was lethal injected in 1995, requested 2 dozen steamed mussels, 2 dozen steamed clams, a double cheeseburger from Burger King, half dozen barbecued spare ribs, 2 strawberry milkshakes, half a pumpkin pie with whipped cream, and diced strawberries. He also had a 16-ounce can of spaghetti with meatballs served at room temperature. However, he issued a public statement. This was literally his last words, where he said, I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. I want the press to know this.
Calling him out. Crazy.
Now, this is a guy that you could fuck with, Andrew. Ronnie Lee Gardner, who was killed, who was executed in 2010 by firing squad. I did not know that Utah was still executing people with a firing squad in 2010. That feels weird to me to know that.
Interesting.
He wanted lobster tail, steak, apple pie with vanilla ice cream, and 7-Up, but he also requested to watch the Lord of the Rings film trilogy while he ate his meal.
That's a long-ass fucking meal, bro.
Yeah, I think that was why he wanted to postpone it as long as possible.
Could you eat for that long? I would have ordered more food.
It was
like,
the
that's
first
12 hours. That's 12 hours. You
execution to be carried out by firing squad in the United States in 14 years.
Wow, that's wild.
Can you request that?
I would. Just give me like
if you're going to kill me, just like...
one shot to the head. That's all I need. I don't need a whole squad.
Tell the other ones to stay home. I know which one is going to do.
Yeah.
You, Jerry.
Or at least know, like, okay, like if you're gonna do a firing squad, like have one guy shoot a half second sooner. So like the guy who's aiming at my head, like make sure like that's the first one I get it, so I don't feel anything else. And the other ones
miss.
Well, other ones feel like, hey, they did their job too. We're helping.
Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Utah all allow the firing squad.
The hell?
This one guy, Philip Ray Workman, he declined a special meal for himself, but he asked for a large vegetarian pizza to be given to a homeless person in Nashville, Tennessee. This request was denied by the prison, but carried out by others across the country.
That's nice.
Too late, I think, there, bud.
Why would they not do that?
Yeah.
Why would they like, no, we're not going to do that?
And so homeless? Yeah.
Then again, I mean, you're on death row. You have no right to make any demands because you're a criminal to the point where they're going to, you're gone, buddy.
Yeah, one of the bads of the bads.
They're like, hey, you should do this thing for me. And they're like, no, get in the chair.
So this is the one so this is the last one, and it'll be apparent why this is the last one. Lawrence Russell Brewer was executed in Texas in 2011. 2 chicken fried steaks smothered in gravy with sliced onions, a triple
Yum.
meat bacon cheeseburger with fixins on the side, a
Yum.
cheese omelet with ground beef, tomatoes, onions,
Yum.
bell peppers, and jalapenos, a large bowl of fried okra with ketchup, 1 pound of barbecue with a half a loaf of white bread, 3 fajitas with fixins, a meat lover's
Ooh.
pizza, 3 root
Ooh.
beers, 1 pint of Blue Bell vanilla ice cream, and a slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts.
And the Lord of the Rings.
Did they give him that?
Brewer's request was granted, but he refused the meal when it arrived, saying that he was simply not hungry, which prompted Texas to stop granting last meal requests to condemned inmates.
Yeah,
Ruined
I
it
heard
for
that-
everyone.
Ruined
Yeah,
it
that
for
was
everybody.
now they just eat whatever they have in the cafeteria, which is kind of sad, but also again, death row
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like,
deserve it.
Yeah, you're probably. I mean, oof.
I don't know why we're doing
Probably
it in
did
the first
some
place.
naughty
Really, yeah, it's like, hey, you're gonna die, dude. Like, gotta deserve it. Why are we feeding you good shit? Most people don't get to eat that or wait all year to have like 1/2 of your meal. It's like, yeah. I mean,
It's a cheat day.
do I have to kill people to finally go to get a meal around this house? Hey.
Jesus.
Well, no, you won't be able to now.
But
Yeah,
not in Texas.
I mean,
I thought it was just Texas.
it was just Texas. Yeah. So as
Oh,
long as you
okay.
don't, I don't
Yeah,
think
if you go to
California
Mississippi,
does
they'll
the.
shoot you still.
I don't think California
my
does the
Death penalty.
death penalty, which is fine.
No, we need more.
Okay, Bill Clinton.
How dare you?
What?
Bill Clinton was famously supportive of the death penalty.
So am I.
Okay.
They call him Willie
Mhm.
Willie Death.
Oh, Jesus
Billy,
Christ.
Billy Death Boy.
Billy Death. Hey.
Hey.
Billy
So-
Bones. Okay, so let's do our one last thing.
Oh yeah, the Hitler race.
We're gonna race for Hitler. Zach
All right,
pointed it out. I did
27
it
states
in 4.
with
Ash did it in 2.
I did it in
Bo
2.
did it in 2. So the rules for this: we all click the random article at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get the Hitler. Whoever gets to Hitler first wins, and you must yell out what you're clicking as you do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Or like every time you click something, you have to say
Every
it.
time you click something, you yell what you're clicking.
Okay.
All right, so
This is gonna be chaotic.
I'm gonna add to that too. So when you get to the random article, say what your article is.
Yeah, you have to say what it is.
Yeah.
And then as you're clicking, obviously that will be the next article you get to.
Oh my god, I got
Okay.
Hitler first try. Could you imagine?
That would be
Crazy.
funny as shit. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
hovering over the random article thing.
I'm hovering.
Same.
I'm hovering.
Are we
I'm
all good?
hovering.
Okay,
Yeah,
ready.
We're ready.
In 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Go find Hitler. Go.
All right, I got to
Oh,
Franz
God, I can't say
Schaffner
this.
next.
Chattanooga
I go to
Mox
Vienna,
football
Austria.
team?
Go to
I'm a district in
Vienna,
Nepal.
Austria.
World War
Which
II.
gets
World War
to-
II.
Oh God, I'm
Where's
in Nepal.
World War
I'm
II?
still in
How
Nepal.
is
I
it this
just
World
hard
War-
to get to World War II from
Tennessee.
Austria?
How do I do this?
Where's World War II?
Vienna,
where
Vienna,
the
Vienna,
fuck is
Vienna.
World War II?
American Civil War.
Okay, World
Oh,
War
God.
II and
Chinese communism.
Hitler. I'm done. Hitler.
Oh my God,
Oh,
I got
Bo got
stuck
there.
in Nepal. I
Bo
was
got
trying to
there.
fucking figure out how to say this.
How did I not get to Hitler from
Let's
Vienna? I'm really there. We go.
I got
Hitler.
so I got
I
Hitler.
got 3 clicks.
I got Hitler, World War II, United Kingdom, and my thing was some person named Francis Glanville, who was a senior British, who's a senior British Army officer. So I basically started with Britain.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, I clicked the random one, and it's a district in Nepal. I'm gonna try and say this. I got so stuck on trying to say it and thinking about saying it that I didn't click on something for a very long time. Kavri Palanachok 2. There's a number in this district.
Weird.
I'm going to screenshot it for you guys.
I keep clicking on random articles. I keep getting a lot of towns that were involved in World War II.
I got there in
I got-
4.
The time limit screwed me up.
There was no time limit.
It was a race.
It was a race.
That's what he means. The
Oh, yeah,
inclusion of a
Mississippi.
time.
The timed element really screwed me up.
I
there.
went from
Oh,
Chat-
Clarville Apollo. No.
I got there in 5. It was the 2014 Chattanooga Mox football team. And then I clicked on, that was the original article. I clicked 1 on Chattanooga, Tennessee, then American Civil War, then United States, then attack on Pearl Harbor, and then World War II.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow, Nepal fucked me up. I kept staring at that constituency and I was kind of scared. There's a number in it. All right. That was fun.
That was a good time.
But what did you learn?
California still has a death penalty.
It does?
Sorry.
Love killing.
Yeah.
They got too many people. They got to, you know what I'm saying? What else did you learn though?
I mean, you didn't really learn much. Fun
What
articles.
was your favorite thing?
Your mother.
Did we talk about? We did not talk
No,
about.
but she's
No,
always
we didn't. He's just being shitty.
I am being shitty. My favorite thing is when Zach hosts. That's what I learned. I learned his mannerisms, and I love him.
Oh, that was cute. Ash, what was your favorite thing and/or thing that you learned?
I learned that I'm really good at knowing random facts about flagpoles.
Yeah, you nailed that one. Straight up. I learned that the stupid English makes stupid words for stupid things, like fucking. This weighs a turnip seed, and like, what's a turnip seed? And they're like 4,000 pounds. You're like, what? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It could be 3,000 pounds, but it could be 8,000 pounds. I'll never tell.
We never know. Ew.
Zach, what was the favorite thing that you learned about dumping on us today?
My favorite thing that I learned about dumping on you today is that
good talk, bro.
Yeah.
You got it.
She can do 40 hectares on a single liter of kerosene.
You're doing good, sweetie. Keep going.
You're doing great, sweetie. Well, hey, thanks for listening to the episode. That was Zach being crazy.
You're not gonna let me take it out?
You're not gonna
I'm doing a little pre-take. I'm doing a little pre-take out right now.
No, shut the fuck up. Take it away.
So this week's episode is the end of November. Next week we are actually all going to be in California together, so we're not going to have an episode.
I don't know why we're not doing a little mini bonus fun live. I'll bring my laptop with my microphone.
We could try, but I don't know if that's
no
guarantees.
Possible. So if it's
no guarantees. But if so,
we're taking
a break after this one for a week.
Can I just take a microphone and do interviews at the wedding?
I would love that.
We could just use that as the podcast.
We could try. Again, no promises.
I'm promising it. I'm promising right now. Hey, everyone.
You promised a song that was not delivered.
Because I couldn't deliver it.
Okay. All right, Ash, take us out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Get Dumped On, an Infodump podcast. I hope that you had fun listening to some random Wikipedia nonsense. It's always a good time, even though we talked about some bummer shit. You should follow us on socials. If you like what you heard here, you should go back and listen to some of our old episodes. Our Instagram is Get Dumped On Pod. Leave us a comment. You can send us an email at getdumpedompodcast@gmail.com. I hope wherever you are, you're having a nice holiday season and a good Thanksgiving. I hope you get your favorite food to eat and your favorite people to eat it with. Oh, it's after Thanksgiving. I forgot about that, so it's okay.
It's the week after, yeah.
It's the week after Thanksgiving. I forgot.
Did you get everything from Black Friday? Did you get some good deals?
I hope that the turkey bunny gave you everything that you wished for when you ate your turkey.
And Saint Pilgrim visits you at night with a musket.
Does he give wishes? Does he even exist?
He gives fucking bullets with his musket.
And wherever you are, I hope you have a good night. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Ash and Zach are super smart. They went to college and learned a bunch of stuff. And Bo and Andrew didn't go to college because that's just the way life goes sometimes. What happens when you put them together and you try to make them learn? Grab your friends, let's listen together on Get Dumped On an Info Dump podcast.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Goodbye. This episode was not sponsored by Wikipedia.
Donate money to Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And fuck Hitler.
Yeah, and fuck Hitler.
Oh, I think we can all agree on that one.